You are a leader. You are someone who other people come to for your knowledge, your wisdom, and your advice. You are the kind of person that keeps God first in the center of it all. You know that all things are working together for the good of those who love the Lord and are called according to his purpose. You got to hang in there. God is going to put you back together in front of the very people who tried to break you. So chisel away, cut away distractions. Know that everyone in your circle is not in your corner, so keep your circle small. Big circles don't always mean greater wealth and value. Make sure that you are aligning yourself with the right people who are in alignment with their divine assignment. Make sure that you are walking with the rhythm of your soul. Walk in strength, courage, and confidence. Walk in the God-given gifts that have been assigned to you. I know you may get tired along the way. I know you may not feel like doing everything that is on your list to do. But know this, happiness begins where selfishness ends. No matter how small you start something that matters. Someone needs you. What if you are the solution to someone's problem? See it, solve it, sell it. Remember, our souls are not designed to take in the level of content that is offered to us on a daily basis. So wisely commit. Protect what you say yes to. Protect what you say no to. Living with fewer possessions and commitments is a relief. Don't allow pride and position to become more consuming than grace. Fatigue in this season can be your greatest competitor. So be sure you're taking excellent care of your physical and mental health as a leader. There is a strategy for your struggle. Yes, wise people are not to be walked over, but they are to stand up for the truth. Receptivity without confrontation leads to a bland neutrality that serves no one. Confrontation without receptivity leads to oppressive aggression, which hurts everyone. Experience isn't always the best teacher. Evaluated experience is the best teacher. Don't let worthless people define your worth. Learn how to triage people. Find out what they need. Some people just need to be helped. Others need to be hugged. Some need to be heard, seen, and understood. Others need hope. And others just want to take you hostage and take all of your attention. Stay away from people who act like victims in the problems they create. Realize that God is using your life to make a global impact. You are possible. It's not impossible. It is possible. I'm possible. You are possible. It shall spring forth. This is open door season. Hallelujah. Stay away from people who act like victims in the problems they're trying to create or that they've created. If carrying the people around you costs you too much of your capacity, then they are too heavy. Would you rather keep the peace around you, or would you rather keep the peace within you? You have healed too much to not raise the bar on who has access to you. Whatever is necessary is possible. Whatever you learn, you enrich your mind. Whatever you give, you enrich your heart. Humility comes with wisdom. Smart people know what to do, but wise people do it. You cannot absolve your human responsibility just because you got a divine prophecy. No, you've got to pray with your feet. Don't allow the ugliness that is in others to destroy the beauty that is in you. It's not rejection, it's preparation. You can't say yes to everyone just because you feel guilty that you're the one that made it, that you're the one that became successful. Leader, sometimes you have got to say no. Yes, I know you are committed to pouring love, encouragement, and generosity into those who cross your path. I know that you're committed to living out the core values of wise generosity, integrity, kindness, and wisdom, but make sure that you wisely engage. Give generously, but give with wisdom. Say no wisely, wisely, wisely. Don't blow your money. Keep it simple. Count your money. Be wise with who you share it with. The measure of intelligence is the ability to change. Will this decision compromise your integrity or your character? What may throw you off today, and how can your highest self meet it? Being rich is not determined by how much you have, but by how little you need. Slow down. Don't be in such a rush all the time. A fool is quick-tempered, but a wise person can stay calm when insulted. The words of the wise bring healing. The Lord detests lying lips, but he delights in those who tell the truth. I'll never forget when I had to give my Goldman Sachs pitch to a group of fellow small business owners and talk about my company in front of very successful people. My heart was racing. I was next. It was almost time to give my 3-minute business pitch to my fellow scholars and potential investors at Goldman Sachs. I'll never forget approaching the podium. Voice a little shaky, I started out with a question. It's not what puts you on. It's not what you put on that makes you so successful. It's the ugliness that you put off. Have a beautiful spirit. Turn your lowly places into holy spaces. Your bad attitude is like a flat tire. You're not going anywhere until you change it. On public speaking, learn how to talk to the people, not at the people. Learn how to have a conversation. Sometimes the things that break your heart end up fixing your vision. Don't curse it, nurse it, or rehearse it. Then you can reverse it. God is going to put you back together in front of the very people who tried to break you. So focus on making others successful. Be an example. Treat others with positive regard and wisely allow them to borrow your confidence. Cultivate community, mindfulness, and intentional love. Be fully present. Make sure that at the end of your life, you don't have anything left undone and don't have anything left unsaid. Tell those who you need to tell today that you love them. Tell them that you need them. Tell them that you forgive them. Tell them while you still have a chance. Get rid of stinking thinking. Get rid of it and replace it with the word of God. Don't overspend. Don't buy things to impress people who you don't like, who they don't like you, and who are hardly paying attention to what you have anyway. Don't overspend. Use your funds wisely. Invest for the future. Leader, keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. We need you. We need you. We need you. So use your no thank you frequently. Say yes wisely only after you've counted up the cost. If everyone on your board, leader, agrees with you all the time, then you have a weak board. Make sure that you have people who will challenge you and cheerlead you. Anticipation paves the way to preparation. People need to be reminded more than they need to be instructed. Don't allow pride and position to become more consuming than grace. I'll never forget something Ted Lasso said in that great film. I hope that either all of us or none of us are judged by the actions of our weakest moments, but rather by the strength we show when and if we're ever given a second chance. I hope that either all of us or none of us are judged by the actions of our weakest moments, but rather by the strength we show when and if we're ever given a second chance. Don't overshare. Privacy is power. Better days are coming. Be patient. Believe in your ability to figure things out. Value your peace of mind. Protect it fiercely. Before you act, decide. Before you decide, think. Before you think, pray and focus. Yes, our souls are not designed to take in the level of content that is offered to us. So wisely commit and protect your yes. No matter how small you start something that matters. Get out of your own way. Your possibilities are endless. Never be scared of anything or anyone. Pressure is an opportunity for you to rise. So today I say rise up and conquer, rise up and believe, rise up and walk through your open door. Your greatest pain can be your greatest blessing. Relentlessly visualize your goals. Relentlessly exceed expectations. Alignment is the new hustle. You are most effective when you are yourself. Make sure you are watching and monitoring what you say to yourself, because false beliefs become self-fulfilling prophecies if you continue to believe them. Most people want to get it perfect before they get it started. Just get it started so you can get it closer to being perfect. Always, always, always protect your team. Empathy is the new leadership. Be a genius in your zone of excellence. Every opportunity is one for growth and self-mastery. We're talking about the symphony of life. What part are you going to play in this symphony of life? Don't compare your instrument to someone else's instrument. Don't compare your backstage to somebody else's front stage. Use what is in your hand. Use what is in your hand. Use what is in your hand. Use what is in your soul, your mind. Yes, God is coming to your rescue. There is no happiness without unhappiness, but happiness is not the goal. Remember, happiness begins when selfishness ends. Happiness is not the goal. Unhappiness is not the enemy. Embrace enjoyment, meaning, and satisfaction. The best view comes from the hardest climb. The best view comes from the hardest climb. What mountains have you had to climb? What mountains have you had to conquer? Woo! What mountains have you had to overcome? Because the best view, the view from the top, comes from the hardest climb. I had to cry to get here. I had to pray on my knees to get here. I had to overcome some hurt and a whole lot of pain to get here. But guess what? The view, is like nothing you've ever seen. The best view comes from the hardest climb. Big people make us bigger. Value people, believe in them, and unconditionally love them. Don't allow a bad experience to become a lifetime experience. Make yourself proud by honoring your word to yourself, because the voice you believe determines what you birth. Everybody wants to win, but most people don't want to put in the work. Silence is the respite of the confident and strong. Sometimes the less you say, the more impressive. Success is peace of mind, which is a direct result of self-satisfaction in knowing that you did your best to be the best that you are capable of becoming. Ambition means tying your well-being toward what other people say or do. Sanity means tying it to your own actions. Be a student of your numbers, because growth creates complexity, and complexity creates or it kills growth. Yeah, growth creates complexity, and complexity kills growth. So keep things simple and focused. Simplify and dive deep into what's already working. Big dreams require daily check-ins, and there will always be someone who doesn't see your worth. There will always be someone who doesn't see your value, but don't let that person be you. Because sometimes the things that break your heart end up fixing your vision. Diligence will get you there. Consistency will keep you there. And gratitude will give you more of what's already there. It's not the daily increase, but the decrease. So hack away at the unessential. Don't allow, when you're in a situation, sometimes you may have to say, don't allow my confidence to offend your insecurity. Have courage and give yourself time and space to let your soul catch up with you. Hardships prepare ordinary people for an extraordinary future. Every dream is designed to prepare or prevent. Between stimulus and response, there's a space. Protect the pause. Think before you respond. Don't break yourself trying to fix what's broken. Some things you can't fix because you didn't break. The way out is through. Some people keep talking long after they've had anything to say. Usually, the more words a person has to use, the less truth. Sometimes the more words a person has to use, the less truth. What gets recognized gets repeated. Be the guard at the gate of your attention. Reliable people are realistic people. Leader, listen, stop doing 100 things and narrow down to 3 or 5. Get world class at those. Narrow down. Do less. Long term, less is more. The less you do, the more streamlined you'll make your focus and the more successful you'll be. Listen, the difference between successful people and really successful people is that really successful people say no to almost everything. Define the projects that will add to your success and then protect it at all costs. Your function is found in your purpose. Learners are achievers. Don't waste your time or your life trying to explain yourself to someone who's already bent on misunderstanding you anyhow. The bigger the burden you carry, the bigger the blessing that you birth. If your presence doesn't make an impact while you're here, your absence won't make a difference when you're gone. Be thankful for your struggle, because without it, you would not have stumbled across your strength. One word of kindness and encouragement after a failure is worth more than an hour of praise after a success. Mistreating people and then avoiding communication with them is not protecting your peace. It's avoiding accountability. People don't abandon people who they love. They abandon people who they are using. Wisdom solves everything. Learn how to shut your mouth and let God fight your battle. Yes, let him fight for you. Elevation creates expectation. Exposure brings expectation. Don't just create a to-do list, create a to-be list. Live in expectation of a miracle. Put on love and expect it to come back. Focus is the art of knowing what to ignore. Embrace the joy of missing out. Be relentlessly committed to cutting the mental clutter, noise, and unnecessary stress. Leader, you are clothed with strength and dignity. You can laugh without fear of the future. So today, square your shoulders. Stand tall. Square your shoulders. Stand tall. Square your shoulders. Stand tall. Set your face like a flint. Stay focused. Today is the day that the Lord has made. We shall rejoice and be glad in it. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I will get through this. It may not be quick, it may not be easy, but I will get through this. You are diligent, you are focused, you are on the road to great success. Pressure is simply an opportunity for you to rise. So today, rise up and become all that you were destined to be. You can do all things through Christ who strengthens you.